Okay. 2001. Uh, Anti-discrimination legislation. U.S. states of Rhode Island, private sector gender identity, and Maryland, private sector sexual orientation. Repeal of sodomy laws. U.S. state of Arizona. Homosexuality no longer an illness. China. The first memorial in the United States honoring LGBT veterans was dedicated in Desert Memorial Park, Cathedral City, California, 2002. Came into effect. Finland, without joint adoption until May 2009, then with step adoption. End to ban on gay people in the military, Russia. This is 2003, by the way. Repeal of sodomy laws, Armenia. Decriminalization of homosexuality, Iraq, Armenia, and United States nationwide. (2004) Banning of same-sex marriage. Australia, U.S. states of Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Oregon, and Utah. Anti-discrimination legislation. Portugal, U.S. states of Indiana, public sector gender identity, Louisiana, public sector sexual orientation, and Maine. 2005. Same-sex couple adoption legislation. UK subdivisions of England and Wales. Banning of same-sex marriage and civil unions. U.S. states of Kansas and Texas. The first European Transgender Council meeting was held in Vienna, 2006. Banning of same-sex marriage, U.S. state of Tennessee. Same-sex couple adoption legalization, Belgium. Voiding of anti-discrimination legislation, Kentucky. The first homosexual pride march in Moscow ends with violence. The first regional Eastern European Pride is held in Zagreb, Croatia. 2007. Decriminalization of homosexuality, Nepal and New Zealand territory of Tokyo law. Banning of same-sex marriage and civil unions, U.S. state of Florida. Banning of same-sex adoption, Arkansas, struck down by the Arkansas Supreme Court in 2011. Decriminalization of homosexuality, Agua and Panama. 2009. Banning of same-sex marriage, Maine. End to ban on gay people in the military, Argentina, Philippines, and Uruguay. (2010) Same-sex couple adoption legislation, Australian state of New South Wales and Denmark. End to ban of gay people in the military, Serbia. Decriminalization of homosexuality, Fiji. Guinness World Records recognized transgender man Thomas Beattie as the world's first married man to give birth. 2011. End to ban on openly gay, lesbian, and bisexual people in the military, USA. See Don't Ask, Don't Tell. 2012. Decriminalization of homosexuality, Lesotho and Sao Tome and Principe. On June 28, 2012, Diana King declared, "Yes, I am a lesbian," to a fans from her official Facebook page, thus becoming the first Jamaican artist to ever publicly come out. Paranorman, released in 2012, had the first openly gay character in a mainstream animated film. I did not know that. California became the first U.S. state to sign a ban on therapy that claims to convert gay people into heterosexual. Be right back. Okay. Same-sex marriage laws restored. California. Passed but then overturned. Australian Capital Territory. Came into effect. Maryland. Recriminalization of homosexuality, India. For gender identity, U.S. state of Delaware, and gender expression, Canadian provinces of Newfoundland and Labrador and Prince Edward Island. First Pride marches in Ukraine, Monte, and Krakow. New Jersey became the second state after California to sign a ban on therapy that claims to convert gay people into heterosexual. 2014. Passed Luxembourg. Same-sex couple adoption legislation. Andorra, the Mexican state of Coahuila. Criminalization of homosexuality. Brunei. At least 1,000 openly transgender Bangladeshis held Bangladesh's first Pride March to mark 1 year since the government recognized them as a third gender. Gulak Charlie on the Disney Channel became the first TV show on a child targeting network to feature a same-sex couple. The characters' names were Susan and Cheryl. California became the first state in the U.S. to officially ban the use of trans panic and gay panic defenses in murder trials. 2015. Decriminalization of homosexuality, Mozambique. Jamaica held its first LGBT Pride celebrations. The inaugural White House Trans Women of Color Women's History Month briefing was held. Philadelphia flew the transgender pride flag above City Hall for the first time. In April 2015, Malta became the first country in the world to outlaw sterilization and invasive surgery on intersex people. 2016. decriminalization of homosexuality, Seychelles, Nauru, and Belize. Santa Clara County became the first county government in the U.S. to raise the transgender pride flag. The UN Security Council condemned the Orlando nightclub shooting. This statement marked the first time the UN Security Council used language recognizing violence targeting the LGBT community. A Nickelodeon cartoon called The Loud House introduced the first animated married same-sex couple to its channel. Aiden Katri, 19, became the first Israeli transgender woman to be jailed for refusing to serve in the military. Rare LGBT protests held in Lebanon on May 16, 2016. 2017. In the 2017 live-action adaptation of Beauty and the Beast, LeFou is gay, making him the first gay character in a Disney film. Moga, a Muslim women's fashion designer, becomes the first fashion designer in the world to release a rainbow hijab. Denmark became the second country in the world to officially remove transgender identities from its list of mental health disorders. (2018) This year was the first time in the history of the Winter Olympics that male athletes competed who were openly gay. Holland, the first openly gay K-pop singer, debuted his first single, Neverland. America's first citywide Bi Pride event was held in West Hollywood. 2019. Decriminalization of homosexuality, Angola and Botswana. Equalization of age of consent, Canada and Bermuda. Donald Trump became the first Republican president to acknowledge LGBT Pride Month, which he did through tweeting. I wonder why he changed. Bosnia and Herzegovina's first Pride event was held on September 9th, 2019 in the capital Sarajevo. The Discovery Family cartoon series My Little Pony had a same-sex couple on the show for the first time. This occurred in the episode The Last Crusade with a lesbian couple, Aunt Holiday and Auntie Lofty. Univision premiered its first gay-led primetime telenovela titled El Corazón Nunca Se Equivoca. The Heart is Never Wrong. Mattel launched the world's first line of gender-neutral dolls, which they marketed as Creatable World. (2020) Decriminalization of homosexuality, Gabon. Anti-discrimination laws, United States Supreme Court ruling, Switzerland, Barbados, North Macedonia, and Marshall Islands. The Christmas House, the first Hallmark movie to prominently feature a same-sex couple, premiered. The lesbian and gay Big Apple Corps became the first LGBTQ marching band to perform in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. 2021. Decriminalization of homosexuality, Bhutan. Okay. Joe Biden became the first American president to issue a formal presidential proclamation recognizing the Transgender Day of Visibility. I'm nasally. Anyway, 2022. Equalization of age of consent, Chile. Peppa Pig introduced its first same-sex couple, Penny Polar Bear's mothers, in the episode Families. the first LGBTQ-led Hallmark Channel Christmas movie, The Holiday Sitter, premiered. She is so annoying. I'm sorry, guys. I might as well talk while I'm walking. 2023. Hudson and Blacks. I don't know. Okay. Hogwarts Legacy introduced the Harry Potter franchise's first transgender character, Serena Ryan. Beat that, J.K. Rowling.
I won't give you the phone back. Don't just call those damn feet. Why? Because, why? You call the police and they come down here and you tell them we got alligators in the basement. You know what they'll do to you? Lock your ass up.
24.
False call.
Decriminalization of homosexuality. Dominica and Namibia.
Underneath our house. They ain't in the backyard either.
The pride flag flew above Los Angeles City Hall for the first time. Bailey Ann Kennedy became the first openly transgender woman to be crowned Miss Maryland, USA.
You sure?
And 2025. Poland ended its LGBT free zone policy. Okay, and now LGBTQ history in the U.S. Okay. 1860, Walt Whitman, considered by many academics to be either gay or bisexual, publishes a cluster of homoerotic poems under the title Calamus. Probably pronounced it wrong. Of course, I'm skipping some. Okay, the American Psychiatric Association includes homosexuality in their diagnostic manual as a sociopathic personality disturbance. June 28th, the Stonewall riots happened. Gilbert Baker designs the rainbow flag as a symbol of LGBT pride and hope. For the 1978 San Francisco Gay Freedom Celebration. 1996. April. Rent, a musical written by Jonathan Larson about a group of friends during the AIDS crisis and now considered a queer musical classic, is performed for the first time. And that ends part 2.